A great Tuesday morning. It is a flooded type of morning in the city of Brownsville. It's flooded everywhere. By Rivera,
Yeah,
Los
same.
Ébanos,
Boca Chica.
huh?
Boca Chica.
Boca Chica. My God,
My street is all acres and they're all flooded. There's no.
super flooded. También City Plaza is flooded. This morning I was driving down 12th Street to get to the office. Y- there was only one lane because both sides of the street are flooded. At one point, se miraba que estaba todo flooded over there by the courthouse. So what I decided to do is drive through the Callejon and then cut on 13th Street and then get 14th Street, which 14th Street was okay. Pero el Callejon was in better condition than our street.
Can you drive with your Tesla?
That's one of the things I don't know if a Tesla would be damaged if I drive on the hill. Good morning. Good morning. I did not swim to the office this morning. I drove the Tesla, but I don't know if it affects the battery because in a Tesla,
On the bottom.
yeah, the battery's at bottom. You on the bottom. On the bottom. So it's just very very wet. One of the things that I think and even here downtown, I don't know if y'all saw the video. Uh, I don't know if y'all saw the video. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. uh, they continue building. County building must have left the sprinklers on. That's why the road flooded. Or could be. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Angel. Flood infrastructure is crap. It is crap. My dad used to work in Brownsville, and he had to deal with a lot of flooding issues when working for the bank. It's crazy, but you know, the city of Brownsville put up there. Uh, what do they put? Like, oh, just to let you know, it's just happening. And I said, no, it's not just happening. We've had this issue for decades. We've had flooding in the city of Brownsville for decades, and they've done absolutely nothing to fix the problem.
Well, they did.
Huh?
Supposedly, they wasted millions of dollars and put it in pipes, those orange pipes, to not cause flooding. The
But
same.
didn't work. Well, and again, this is where and a lot back then we were bitching about the median that went down Boca Chica, which I still hate to this day. I hate the median that's over there on Boca Chica, and the city would go, well, that's the state of Texas. But again, my concern is, do we not have individuals at City of Brownsville administration and a mayor or city commissioners that are having these conversations with TechStot and letting them know, hey guys, it might not work. Why don't you focus on the drainage issue on Boca Chica instead of spending all that money on a median? Because right now it just looks like a river. So it's just prioritizing your resources, and we have that issue. There is no prioritization of our resources. And again, people say, "Oh, that's what you're always bitching about this or bitching about that." Well, if it wasn't an issue, maybe we wouldn't have anything to bitch about.
Yesterday, I was gonna go get a coffee, and I was in Boca Chica, and there was like three crashes, and I said, "Hell no!" So I just turned back.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things about Boca Chica. I've decided I've decided just not to use Boca Chica unless I really, really have to. Unfortunately for me, my doctor is, office out of Boca Chica. Her office is right there next to Whataburger in that little small placita before you get to Whataburger.
And your haircut.
Huh?
And your
And my haircut.
haircut.
Con Barber Kings. Those are the only two places I have to go on Boca Chica. Yeah, regresó la luz. So my issue is all those businesses that are on Boca Chica. How many other folk out there besides myself have decided not to drive around Boca Chica? Because one of the things that happens is you're driving and you see like, mira, ahí hacen las neos o ahí hacen venden oro or something. Then you go, let me stop it and check it out. So I think small business started to hurt because of the medium. But again, Was the medium the biggest problem that the city of Brownsville had in regards to Boca Chica? No, it's always been the flooding. We've all known that it's floods. One of the things that uh, there's other people that out there that are posting. They go like, "Oh, send us information in regards to where flooding is." We already know where flooding is going to be at. We already know the streets that are going to be flooded, and if we know the people of Brownsville, why does it seem like the Brownsville City Commission and the city manager? Why does it seem like they don't know, or they don't care? Either one.
They don't care.
Um,
They don't care enough.
yeah,
They don't care enough.
I don't think they care. Good morning, Ruben Manchaca. Are you going to talk about BISE meeting? Yes, a little bit. If the city of Brownsville wants to attract business and investors, infrastructure has to be addressed and corrected. 100%. And this is where there is a lack of vision in the city of Brownsville. You know, if you build it, they will come. Even going out to SpaceX, I've seen a couple of videos out there where it's all just completely flooded. So why would you want to put? And again, this is taking into consideration that Elon Musk is going to build some big old structure out there, or like a shopping center or something, or like a little mall out there.
And our taxes.
Uh,
And our taxes.
and taxes continue to go up. But who would want to go? Well, you know, wouldn't you be losing business if you had a place there and people couldn't even get there? I mean, I wouldn't want to risk it. Here at City Plaza, I don't know if you saw the video I posted. There's already a car that's abandonado en medio de la calle.
White car.
Yeah, white or gray?
All gray. And the truck was the one helping it. No.
That's another one. That was in I think Los Ebanos. There's cars everywhere that are starting. Guys, don't drive in this crap, or don't go through it. You know, avoid it. One of the perks about always one of the perks about it being such a long time problem is that you learn to deviate. You know, and find other routes. This morning, I go to Walmart every morning. I found some shorts for $5. That was a good deal. $5 for shorts. They're Levi's, signature Levi's, and regular price was like I think $24. So buying a pair of shorts for $5, that's pretty good. And it's one of the things. It's real strange now, but a lot of the clothes that you find at Walmart, they're like the extra large that are on sale, that they have on clearance. So I was always asking myself like, what are or you know, us heavy folk not buying clothes, or you know, and they got all this bunch of extra clothes out there.
Everybody's on Ozempic.
Huh?
Everybody's on Ozempic.
All of us are on Ozempic, guys. That's why we ran out, because y'all were using Ozempic. I actually am 1 pound away from reaching my goal loss. I've lost some more weight, and I'm down to 170. I weigh as much as one now. How much do you weigh?
I don't know, like 150.
One what?
150.
150. He's gonna weigh himself then, marrano.
Yeah, 150.
150?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be that skinny. Just heard Canales got a pool. It's on international. Hey, we wanted the moving on up life. Moving on up. Of course, they're doing something. They're building a hotel. Makes no sense. Absolutely. And this is part of the problem, folks. The things that we spend on, are they really to benefit Brownsville as a whole, or to put money into the contractors, the builders, the landowners, the glass people? Is it for them, or is it for all of us? The answer is very simple. It's a rhetorical question. Anybody watching this morning going to the Loteria game on in Southmost? Let Mayor. Yeah, the only time that Mayor Cowan was down Southmost was when he faked a video that he was playing Loteria with people from Southmost. It did not happen. Mentirosos, because city of Brownsville has never had a real city manager. Well, I think we've lacked leadership for a long, long time, and that's part of the issue. I was hoping to get Mayor Trey Mendez on to see what his take was on all this flooding and infrastructure. Being that he served the city of Brownsville as mayor, I mean, he might have a little bit more insight. But he's promised to come on sometime soon. I'm fishing at the Boca Chica Boulevard Lake. Late we can go water skiing. Later we can go water skiing. Yeah, but wouldn't doubt it. Isn't that Placita Cloud Nine? Well, most of the employees are probably going to have to be on Cloud Nine by smoking something in order to be able to tolerate entering the city. No real city manager or mayor. We are on our own, and that's the other thing I want to say. Very proud that there's a lot of regular folk, normal citizens that are going out there and helping these cars that are stranded
Yeah.
or stopped because of flooding. But again, folks, don't try to drive in this in these streets if your car is very low to the ground. I mean, avoid them. Either avoid the areas that we already know, or maybe stay home. One of the things that a lot of people were asking, even early this morning and late last night, was Erasmo's BIZ going to do anything about about the climate that's coming? And unfortunately, no. Did you see the video of Rivera? Well, it's flood, and there's students that are
Oh
walking.
yeah, the car that was entering the entrance was
Yeah,
all flooded.
yeah, and the students were having to walk to school in these flooded waters. So should have BISD postponed or moved up entry into the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same thing over there by for Lopez High School. They have no sidewalks, guys, and all our students that have to walk from those vecindades in that area, they have to walk in the mud or por por el pántano.
It's just like when they pick up the kids from the border to come over here to Juan
Por
Lopez, they drop them off in the middle of the grass.
les vale. It makes no sense. The medians did not help. So, y el mayor Cowan, ¿dónde andas? Sal a la calle. He's not going to. Doesn't have to. You mean I can't get to Cloud Nine? Maybe Cloud Nine can get to you. Good morning, Adrian Hermoso. You're so right, like always. Yeah, 100%. And yet, BIZ wasn't even delayed. No consideration. There's no consideration. There should have been a delay. Again, because we all know how the streets get. We want as little traffic out there in these types of situation, and it doesn't affect BISD to delay entry into class because they still get paid for a full day. Doesn't matter. They're not losing anything. If we already know that this is going to happen, the forecast is bad, just delay entry into school, and that way we'll have the individuals that are driving to work, like me, get to work, and then later on, the individuals heading off to drop off their kids at school could go later on. Why am I the only one that makes sense in this city? I went to McAllen yesterday. It's booming. I still think the investors keep uh, investors keep Brownsville in the dark ages because it's is to their benefit. All the cars I saw at the mall and the Mercedes outlets had, yeah. Again, McAllen has everything, and we lack a lot of the resources that it's kind of a weird deal because it always seems like we are following McAllen's lead. We can't catch up. McAllen has every single type of cuisine out there in restaurants, in food, in tragazon. We all got tacos, which are great. But sometimes, unlike Juan wants tacos every day, multiple times a day. O quiere que le den taco, no sé which one. But tacos, 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 tacos. We're like, bitch, there's other stuff out there.
Like when we went to this fancy restaurant,
Which
like
one?
was like the Italian restaurant in McAllen.
Oh yeah.
I was like, do y'all have tacos?
You could take the kid. You could take the kid out of the rancho. You can't take the rancho out of the kid.
Nope.
And you know, sometimes I want to have tacos, but not every day. He does. I want to have like tacos today, and then tomorrow I want to have pasta, and then the next day I want to have Chinese. The next day I want to have Thai. The next day I want to have Greek. The next day I want to have Middle Eastern food. I want a variety. I want to be able to choose. We can't choose. Mexican plates. Let's talk about Titan Tire. Where is the money that the two companies there are renting? They're going. Taxpayers paid for that building. We desperately paid for that building. I have no clue as to where the money is going. I'm almost going to guarantee you that it's not coming back to the citizens of Brownsville, and that's unfortunate. Oh, Sam is ready to come on. Milagro. Buenos dias. I like this one. Boss be like, "You're still coming to work, right?"
You?
That's me.
That's you.
It is me, 100%. Juan the other day goes like, "Well, so does that mean coming in late to work?" I said, "No, take the whole day off. No, take the whole week off." That's what I'm.
I still get paid. That's okay.
Huh?
I still get paid. That's
No, hell no.
okay.
I I'm just such an asshole sometimes, but sometimes, but
Sometimes.
but I say like, no, no vienes, no vienes a trabajar. Take a couple of weeks off.
That's not true. You still pay
I know I don't. Past through Canales and it's sad, so sad and flooded. It's horrible. This is what happens when people they don't vote. A city in ruins and underwater. Yeah, yeah. No, it is to benefit the vendors, contractors, and landowners. 100%. That hotel and parking lot are going to look like an island because it floods terribly in the streets surrounding the new pet project. It actually does. Now, actually a great statement that brings up the question: have they taken into consideration the flooding that goes on around that area? And would you think that they want to improve that or fix that before they put in their shopping center, their bars, and their hotel and their parking garage on top of the zoo animals? Los van a aplastar. Patui. I love that word. Can we just create our own leadership group and become another city? Well, that might be an option. Like, let's all just commit mutiny. Yes, Lalo. It is because people don't vote. Ignorance and apathy are the reasons Bravo does not advance. 100%. All Monterrey Mexican condo owners where I work in South Padre Island do all their shopping in McAllen. 100%. And that's unfortunate because we are just so close by. Hey, Sam, you riding a bike?
Kind of, kind of.
How you been, bro?
Good, good.
So,
There's no. Is there echo? Or no.
not too much. It's not too bad.
It's because I came inside there. It's hella windy outside.
That's better right there.
Cool, cool, man.
Oh, yes, it's you're not in Brownsville, right?
Nah,
You'd be underwater if you were in
it's
Brownsville.
like a whole lot of nothing.
It's really flooded.
Oh, really? Yeah, I saw some videos. When was it? I saw some videos yesterday. Boca Chica.
Yeah, Boca Chica. Oh, the same streets that always flood.
Yeah.
But my question is, I mean,
Like,
how,
what are they doing different?
yeah, I mean, doesn't it make sense, Sam? That oh yes, you know that there's a problem, you know that there's an issue. Why haven't we fixed it in all these years?
Well, weren't they fixing the whole drainage of Boca Chica when they were doing the median?
They put in the pipes para the sewer, I think.
Yeah.
But did they get some engineers here or someone to say like, "Wow, can we?"
Didn't they even do the resacas even deeper to kind of help with it?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think that resacas overflow onto the street. It's that the streets retrain the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know their system of how they try to expedite the process to like alleviate all that flooding. To be honest.
Well, they don't. And again, it's not an issue of like, oh, there's a current happening. It's not a
Yeah.
current happening. It's been happening for
Yeah,
decades.
but they have also like tried to invest into it, but they don't actually fix the problem. They're just doing like what they usually do with the streets, where it's just like little little fixes at a time.
Big difference shopping selection between Brownsville and McAllen. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I was going to say, I don't know if have you been to McAllen recently?
Been months.
Well, in McAllen, have you seen this one? McAllen, they painted. They have these like silos.
Expressway or
Yeah,
like those. You're talking about those pipes.
those pipes that are sticking out
Yeah,
of the ground. Have you seen them? There are these pipes that are sticking out of the ground. Okay, you're like, why the hell are pipes sticking out? I have no reason why they do that.
they're like aerating type of deals.
Huh?
As far as I know, it's for like aerating, like the I guess the water lines, something like that.
Well, whatever they are, they went out there and they painted them. They
Yeah,
had local artists go in, and each one got to paint them. That's very smart. You
yeah,
know, and then like a year later, the city of Brownsville goes, "Hey, let's paint the the telephone boxes
yeah.
or something." I don't know what it was. Those square things, and we're like, "Why do we all?" And again, why do we always
But
have to
it
call
was
it?
what Brownshire did was more like of a wrap. It wasn't like actual paint, wasn't it? It was just like a on vinyl or something like that,
I
or
think
some
that,
sort of plastic.
I think they invited artists to go paint. I might
Yeah,
be
but
wrong.
it was more like you have to create a design, and they were gonna like digitize it and then put it on that.
Oh, todo naco, todo cheap. Harlingen, they actually had the painters go out there and paint.
Yeah, and it's real nice. It brings color to the city, and
What,
it kind of like customizes it to like the area, the culture, and all that stuff.
now, what did the 12 apostles think of Brownsville interview them? It's crazy that I know about the 12 apostles, and I
Yeah,
don't know who I had on the other day. They had no clue who the 12 apostles were.
like from Bronzeville.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have no clue.
it's the St. Joe Mafia
Oh,
leaders.
yeah.
I talked about that the other day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was surprised that this politician, I can't remember who it was, didn't know about him. We're like, bro, how could I know about the 12 apostles?
If,
And
if, if it's like a veteran politician, like I think they know who like runs the city.
yeah,
They already connect the dots. If it's somebody new, like into the political world, into the political realm of the of Bronzeville area, they're always asking questions like, "Oh, how do these people connect with that people?" But you kind of like if you've been in that circle, you kind of know where all the families connect.
yeah, the property where the Performing Arts Center was never built by BSD have hay bales on it, and after every mow, and there's a lot of mowing going on over there. Who gets the profit? Someone asked me that question sometime back, and I think we tried to do some research, and I can't remember what the response was. I don't know if it goes into the general fund or if it goes into maintenance budget or something. I don't know because maintenance is the one that has to go and cut the yard out there. So I'm not exactly sure. It's a good question. Sam looks like he's going to jump off. Sam looks like he's going to jump off a plane
I wish.
with no parachute.
No.
It's all effed up. City, BSD county. It's all shit. It is a crap show. It's unfortunate. Let me try to get all the messages, Sam. Yeah, is Sam getting shot out of a cannon?
Not yet. Not yet.
Le van a poner un cannon, pero en otra parte. It's been happening all my life, and I'm almost 70. 70? I thought you were like 40.
The whole Boca Chica thing is kind of like the San Antonio Expressway thing, where they're fixing 410, and they've been fixing 410 for like the longest time, and Highway 35 as well, Interstate
Oh,
35. It's
yeah.
been decades
Highway
just
35 is
fixing
crazy.
it and fixing it.
Well, the other one is even that road where McAllen or you turn to Edinburgh going into McAllen.
281,
Huh?
281.
That one, I think they've been fixing it for decades. I mean, I can't remember the last time I passed by there that they weren't doing some type of maintenance on it.
The one that they're gonna end up having to fix is gonna be the one heading to SpaceX.
That's we talked about that right before you came on. I mean, I don't know how and they're planning to build this multi-million-dollar shopping center over there. How are they going to do it, Sam? How are the people that are going
They
to?
need to increase the platform over there, like at least a meter or two,
Well, just getting there.
to avoid not like craziness.
Just getting there is just impossible. Infrastructure should be the first and only priority. About things else is lipstick on a page. Fix the major issues first. We need leadership. We need accountants and accountability. Well,
If it's like I understand it takes money, but it like if they just need to focus like on each department, like there's so many things that needs to get fixed.
Sarita, that's right. Yeah, 100. The other question was, Sam. Um, you know how they're fixing? The median, right? The medians,
Yeah,
and I bitched about the
weren't they
median.
gonna start in Alton Glore?
Yeah, they're going to put one in Alton Glore. My question is, they spent so much money on that median down Boca Chica, but they never addressed the issue of the flooding. They can see it at their own median. If you're probably going to run into it because you don't see the damn median because it's so damn flooded.
Yeah,
Why am I the only one that's making sense in this town?
they need to find like the actual like the problem of it. So like what's causing it to flood, or do they need bigger pumps, or what's the issue, or is it the trash? Like an ex-commissioner used to say, people dump a lot of trash in the streets.
The Brownsville leadership is naca, todos nacos. Royal knows 100%. What about the plastic bag money? God only knows where that went. Same as BISD, stopping the bleeding budget situation should be priority there, and starts with an audit and followed up with trimming fat from the top heavy administration. Yesterday at the BISD board meeting, they had whether to approve the city of Brownsville's uh, proposal for 16 million. I didn't watch the meeting. I wasn't there. It passed without anyone telling me. I passed because they're going to bend over to the individuals that are desperate to put that hotel in there. It makes no
Yeah,
sense. It goes against everything that they said that they would not do.
but they got the people in Brownsville all wild up about it. It's for the animals, and then it turns out it was not for the animals.
It wasn't, Sam, and I think you were kind of a little bit in favor, no, of like, no, yeah, the zoo, let them have the Cummings for the zoo, no, right?
What part? What about expanding into Cummings?
Yeah,
No,
you weren't.
no. I was more of like keeping it in like the BISD and working hand in hand with the zoo, uh, to make it like a veterinary program.
Well, a
But
vet,
you work hand in hand.
a
You don't.
veterinary, a veterinary program would make sense. How does a hotel, a shopping center, bars, and and, and look, and bars and a parking garage? How does that make sense? And look, think about this. I've always said, and again, nothing against them. I just hate that they're continuously eating the resources. It's like the Limas. The Limas have opened like 3 restaurants already because of the monies that they've gotten from BCIC and GBEC. Well, now, now that they said, well, we're going to put bars and restaurants there, who do you think is going to get first dibs on putting a restaurant and bars there? And and
Especially
and what?
being in the downtown district.
It's the same people, guys. It's the same people. And then I had a conversation with Commissioner Los Santos, and he goes like, "Well, yeah, BCIC and GBEC are going to help out with the building of these things." I go like, "Well, that's just what it's always happened."
Yeah.
BCIC has always been Limas's petty cash bin. You know, that's where he gets the money, and it's really, really pathetic.
And it's crazy how some people believe that, like, by a bunch of people going just a couple of days recently, it's gonna help build all that stuff. I'm like,
100%.
dude, you're talking about millions of dollars of investments. Paying $2 or $6 a ticket is gonna take you a long time before you pay that off.
Want to remind me? I actually bet the superintendent. I bet the superintendent that Cummings was not going to be used for the animals, and I said, "No, no, yes, it is." I said, "I bet you lunch." I think I bet him $1 or something. I said, "No, I bet you lunch," and he lost. So I'm expecting.
Wasn't it supposed to be like some sort of collaboration? Like with it was supposed to be based in the city, or like if they don't follow through, they were gonna get it back.
Yeah, that was supposedly part of the contract. It's not going to happen.
It
So
included
no. So I want the superintendent to give me a call
bastard.
because he owes me. He owes those bastards. He owes me lunch. Superintendent owes me lunch, and I have a witness. Take 100,000 off superintendent's salary. That's not gonna happen. In Brownsville, you learn to live with that. You adapt and deviate. Well, that's part of the problem. We
Yeah,
should not be
you
used to the grin and
yeah,
bear it.
you shouldn't just be like, oh, just take it because they're doing it. Like, no, like freaking, it could be modified or freaking fixed.
Yeah, just take it in the
But it's
rear.
like I said, you gotta find the what's the root, like what's the problem of it. You know, like what's causing all that flooding. I understand the whole zoo thing; it's a chaos, but I'm pretty sure they'll make modifications to it because de aquí a allá, like
Where are
it's
all
just
the engineers from SpaceX to help Brownsville?
they
SpaceX,
won't
no, SpaceX engineers are there to help Space City. What is that called? Space City?
Starbase.
Starbase. Space City. They're there to help Starbase.
Space
Remember,
City is Houston.
oh, it's one of those. Uh, they're there to help Starbase because Starbase wants to become its own city.
Yeah,
And I don't blame them. And look, I don't blame them. I don't
yeah.
want, I don't think that Elon Musk, and he's a smart, one of the smartest, one of the most rich, well, the richest individual on this planet. You think the guy is really going to put his confidence in this leadership? Absolutely not. I,
I'm pretty sure he'll talk to the county, and I'm pretty sure it's already in the talks about making it like its own city.
well, yeah, I mean, that's the smart thing to do because I don't think that Elon Musk wants to fall under anyone's jurisdiction. You
Yeah,
know, it's like when you have to work, you work. You like Sam's out there, getting ready to get shot out of a cannon. And you have to work. You have to work. And the problem with that is that you have someone over you. You don't
yeah.
want.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be like a Walt Disney where they have like their own little town,
100%,
like it's their own little like laws type
a
of
hundred
deal.
percent. But again, I don't want anyone over me unless I really want them to be over me. But I don't want anyone over me that I have to respond to. I don't. That's one of the reasons why you go
Yeah.
into business for yourself. Unless you have an amazing employer like
When
Juan
you're a
does.
billionaire, like you can care less what other people are telling you. You know,
Ara,
you
do
don't
you,
want to have that over you.
do you think that he wants to bend over to the city of Brownsville or Cameron County? Absolutely not. He's the richest man in the world. Not going to want to. Again, unless you have an amazing employer like Juan does, then I treat him so good and he treats me so bad. He does horribly. I'm such a great guy, Sam. You know this, Sam.
Quiet.
Yeah. They said it was for the animals.
Ayúdame, Sam.
I wouldn't know, man. I never worked for you.
You're lucky.
Although many people say, like your cousins say that I work for you, though.
Your cousins,
Your cousin.
they're nuts. It's so crazy because those people like they invent something in their head and they like, no, no, así es.
Yeah.
You know that your tia Connie is getting married, right?
I did not know that.
Getting married.
Well, I understand, but
I
I
understand.
haven't seen her in years, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I found out. I'm like, she's getting married. Good luck. Ah, yo los caso. Yo los puedo casar. I wonder if she's gonna ask me to marry them.
I want to bet $100 she won't.
She might, because she probably thinks she'll get it for free. Nothing is for free. Oh yes, your other aunt, Odell, uh, walked into church on Sunday.
Okay.
I think she was trying to show people ropa usada, roca, ropa usada a precio de oro, a precio de Zara, Zara.
Yeah.
And she walked in, sat down, and then immediately walked out. I don't know if it was because she saw me or because Papa started bitching about just walking in, getting there late, and making it.
Your, your your dad has a tendency. Like
That's
he'll get a topic on the top of the head, whatever's going on at that moment. He'll do the whole class on that.
Yeah, but it's funny because Pobre Papa, he's losing it. He's really losing it, and he goes out and gives the same class like every 2 weeks, like los que llegan tarde, los borrachos, los idólatras, los que se, los que
Has he given the class about tattoos yet?
yes, always los de tattoos, los tattoos, los que ofrendan el dólar. I love the man to death. I love him to death. But yeah, cámbiale. Parece, it's like a record that plays the same song over and over and over and over again. I told you I got bitched out by one of my ovejitas, one of my church members, right?
Say again?
I told you I got bitched out by one of my ovejitas, one of the church members.
Ah, no.
Yeah, she goes up there and goes like, es que, porque es que parece que usted se quiere dar justificando, le dije, justificando, ya, porque nomás quiere hablar de la gracia, del perdón, de la misericordia. No, nosotros queremos que hablen del pecado. The chick, the chick was living with a married man for years. you
Yeah,
know, I'm going like,
because you try to like it's because there's two sides like the where it says like dude there's the nice part where you're trying to get like hope, and then there's like hey these are the rules you got to be straightened out by, you know.
there has to be balance, Sam. There has to be
Yeah.
balance. That's fine. Tell me, the things that I need to correct. That's fine. But hey, at least give me a little bit of hope. You know,
Yeah.
tell me that there's hope for me because yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'm the
And that's
worst.
what Bronzer needs to do. They
That's
need to give you a little bit of hope and
a
fix the
li-
damn sewage or
give
the drainage.
give us a little bit. That's all we're asking the city of Brownsville. That's fine. We've got issues. We got it, but at least show me that we're improving
There's something. There's a plan or something.
algo. There's a little bit of vision, and it's the same thing. There's got to be that balance. That's okay if you direct the issues, but also give me a way out of it because I may be the most horrible person at church, but I'm still there. Huh?
I'm the most terrible boss.
Not the most terrible boss. He's gonna have a week off. Who's the creeper in the back of you? That's my assistant, Juan. The zoo is considered parkland, and if they buy Cummings, that would be considered parkland, so they can't build a hotel there. Let me tell you, it's going to be a hotel. They already put up the pictures. They already put out the plans. It says Matamoros flood as bad as Brownsville. Yes, it's horrible. I don't know. I'd like to see how Matamoros is today. It's horrible. He's just staring at us. It's his first time. Give him a chance, guys. I got clients waiting for me at the office, and I got to get to work. So work. You see how bad he is with me.
Work.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Have a great day. Again, be safe. If you don't have to go out there on the streets, don't avoid it. Stay home. Juan is gonna get smart and radical. Maybe radical, impossible to get smart. Guys, have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be good to each other. Continue to be. God bless.